Welcome to our 5 on 5. We're pleased to be joined by Tom Cole, the founder and executive director of Kids Unlimited. Tom, thanks for coming in, man.
Hey, thanks.
So tell us, in case anyone doesn't know, what do you guys do there at Kids Unlimited?
Well, we provide youth development activities, and those range from after-school programs at about 7 different schools throughout the county, Medford and White City primarily. We provide case management services, family engagement programs, but everything that we do, sports leagues, but everything really focused on moving kids forward academically.
And a big part of that is a very new thing, just happened in the last week or two. You guys are going to become a charter school, or also add a charter school.
Yeah, it's been a journey over the last few years that we've revised a number of applications and finally just got through the approval process with a plan to open up in the fall of this year.
And how is it different now, or how is what you're moving forward with different from those prior applications?
Well, our original intent was to address middle school, and I think as we sort of researched other best practice models across the country, we saw a lot of merit in trying to develop an early childhood component and transition those kids to their very first orientations in elementary education. And so we revised the proposal and targeted 1st through 3rd graders.
Okay, so and it will be located at your Riverside Avenue.
Yeah, at least our initial campus during that first year, and we'll be there just because of the accommodations and the responsibilities to try to develop a new school and a new facility all at once are pretty daunting, and we think we got a pretty amazing facility.
How will it affect, or will it affect Kids Unlimited and its programs?
Our goal is to continue to do after-school programs, partnering with our local districts. We see this as a really critical program that is built on 15 years of history in this community providing programs, but our plan is to essentially continue to grow the after-school programs and to continue growing the kind of youth services that have been a staple of what we do.
And who 1st through 3rd graders, how many kids are we talking, and who is eligible, or how do you decide who's coming into the school?
Well, we designed the application to be considered of students who may have some difficulties at home, but the reality with a charter school is that there's no selection process. It's an open enrollment, so kids from any area could come. We've developed some support systems within the school structure that we think are helpful to families that might be struggling, or students that are coming from maybe poverty backgrounds. But the integrity of the approach for our education model is a best practice, nationally certified curriculum in both reading and math. And our initial numbers will be 150 kids, 50 in each grade cohort, with 1st graders, 2nd graders, and 3rd graders.
Very good. All right, well, we're going to take a quick break. Much more with Tom in a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're here with Tom Cole from Kids Unlimited. Tom, we're talking about your school. What is so different about Vibes, as it is currently known, different from other schools in the area?
Well, our approach, we think, is different. Right off the bat, the days are longer. Our school will run from 7:30 in the morning until 5:30 at night. It'll provide a breakfast, lunch, and dinner for students. It will have an increased not only number of hours of service, but the duration of the school year will run almost 1/3 longer than what a traditional public school does.
Now, how are you able to financially make it work, with those longer hours, including meals and all of that?
There are certain systems of support that currently exist that a charter school allows some flexibility with both the employment structures that are available, and we recognize that there'll be a chore to still fundraise, but I think our premise going into it is that students need more. It's a recognition of the fact that we're losing a lot of kids to a variety of different changing norms and factors with families and communities, and we recognize that we have a responsibility, I think, to increase the number of hours that we're delivering for kids, and in order to bridge the achievement gap.
Now, what made you want to start a charter school? I mean, maybe you just stated the reasons right there.
Well, I think that the data that's out there around both dropouts and student achievement is pretty compelling. Oregon is 50th in the country for Anglo students, and some of that is really alarming. And I think it's also a recognition that for 15 years we've been moving kids who struggle from certain families to be able to really embrace the goals of education and see themselves as capable of not only graduating from high school but moving into college and pursuing any number of professions that they desire. And along that journey we found some best practices that we were involved with, but we recognized that I think the most important variable was a relationship, and we feel like creating a school that has a strong connection to parents and a strong commitment to kids being successful is a practice we feel like we're ready to take on.
Very good. Now, I understand obviously the process is ongoing. It's very fluid at this time, but can people find out more information on your website or anything like that?
Yeah, and our kidsunlimitedoforegon.org website has sort of a historical look at what our application consists of, as well as timelines around opening the school and what a calendar will look like. And it'll soon bring about its own independent website that'll have a number of school activities and traditional calendar opportunities. So.
Very good, Tom. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Our pleasure. Stay with us. We'll be right back.